Doctors, what's your attitude towards success? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the KC CHIROPulse Podcast, brought to you by CATS Consultants and sponsored by Chiro Health USA. I'm your host, Michael Perusich, and I want to talk a little bit about this. For years, I have said that there are, I believe, 4 attitudes needed for success in this business. And you're probably thinking, I need to have the attitude of positivity and I need to have the attitude of grace, and all those things are great. But I want to nail this down just a little bit further to the 4 traits that I believe are required of you to succeed. They may shock you just a little bit. The first one is you have to be coachable. You have to be coachable. If you've ever played on a sports team, if you weren't coachable, guess what? You probably didn't play. And there's a reason for that, because being coachable is one of the major attitudes for success. Here's another one. You have to be resourceful. And I see a lot of chiropractors today not utilizing all the great resources that are out there to build their practice, and they wind up just lumbering along and doing things like we've always done it, instead of bringing innovation and those kind of things into the practice. And here's number 4. You have to be committed. You have to be absolutely committed to your success. And I think that means way more than what a lot of people think it means. And we're going to go into that. And you have to be engaged. Now, here's the funny thing. Possessing just 3 of these will not allow you to find success. You have to have all 4. So I'm going to set that as the primer. We're going to take a quick break, hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. We're talking about the commitment factor.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. Families are facing tough choices, having to reconsider what was once essential to them. But when it comes to healthcare, no one should have to compromise on their well-being because of financial constraints. That's where Chiro Health USA steps in, the solution for your practice. We understand the financial pressures families are under, whether they're insured, on Medicare, or paying out of pocket for treatment. By offering discounts on care, you can ensure that your patients can still afford the treatment they need. At Chiro Health USA, we're committed to making sure no family has to sacrifice their health due to financial hardship. We'll work with you to create a game plan that keeps your waiting room full and your practice thriving. And here's the best part. Offering affordable care not only benefits your patients, but also positively impacts your bottom line. So why wait? Join Chiro Health USA today and join the ranks of the most successful practices. Because when you put your patients first, everyone wins.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to the KC CHIROpulse Podcast. We're talking about the commitment factor. I've already laid out what I believe are the 4 attitudes that are absolutely paramount to possessing to be successful in this business. And like I said before the break, you can't just have 3 of these and be successful. You have to have all 4. And so what are those? You have to be coachable, resourceful, committed, and engaged. Now, I want you to just think for just a second. I mentioned this before the break, but I want you to think just for a second. If you're on a baseball team, let's just use the baseball team. And yes, I know I've used a sports analogy once again. But if you're on a baseball team and let's just say the catcher isn't on the field, what kind of success are you going to have? Is the pitcher going to have to throw the ball? The first baseman's got to run and catch it. Now there's nobody at first and everybody's got to shift around. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So removing just one person from your team degrades your chance of success. So what does that mean? You have to be committed. Your team has to be fully committed. If somebody doesn't show up physically or mentally one day, then you're not set up for success. Now, everyone sets out in chiropractic to succeed, right? Nobody sets out to be mediocre. Nobody sets out to fail. But the reality is, some see success and some don't. And the reason why, I think, is pretty simple. Those who succeed have all the team members on the field all the time. Everybody's coachable, resourceful, committed, and engaged. And when you have all of that with your team and with yourself, doctors, then guess what? You've set yourself up for success. Your team members are the attitude that you bring to the game. You have to be coachable, resourceful, committed, and engaged. And all these team members are important, But when it comes to business success, one of those team members stands out head and shoulders above above the rest. The commitment factor is by far the single most significant influential component of your success. It's just hands down. In fact, when I talk to doctors, I can tell almost immediately the level of success they will achieve in their practice by their level of commitment. And that's precisely why we at Cats Consultants, we don't work with just every doctor out there. You have to be committed to the process. And I hear some doctors say, well, I tried coaching, it didn't work. Were you coachable, resourceful, committed, and engaged in the process? I'm going to say you weren't. Because if you were, it probably worked. It probably would have worked. So ask yourself, how committed are you to your success? Be honest with yourself. Are you the sponge that reads every book? Are you the person who watches every business success video, who listens to every podcast, who shows up every single day with the winner's mindset? Are you the one that plans out as many steps in your journey as you possibly can? You have a vision, you have a plan, and you have goals? Or do you leave the books on the shelf? Do you binge watch sitcoms and daydream about others succeeding and wonder why you've not reached that level yet, and coming up with excuses like chiropractic just doesn't work in my area? Doctors, I hear these excuses all the time. You can't make it in chiropractic in my town. No one's finding success in chiropractic these days. Patients won't commit to care because of the economy. They think chiropractic is too expensive. Bull, baloney. None of that's true. Leave the boohoo excuses in the locker room and change your mindset. Commitment is the difference maker in your success. It's making the choice to be all in. It's the difference between the hunt for instant gratification and building the foundation for future success. It's putting the entire team on your field all at one time. Success relies on, I'm going to hold that thought for just a second. We're going to take another break. I'm going to tease you with that one just a little bit. So come right back. We're talking about the commitment factor and what it takes to succeed in chiropractic. We'll be right back.
Cats Chiropractic Consultants, your partner in chiropractic success. We are dedicated with one-on-one guidance to bring you all your practice management needs. Let's supercharge your practice. Give us a call today.
All right, everybody, we are back. And I laid this out there. I started to say this and I pulled back. Success relies, are you ready? 100% on your level of commitment to your success. Nobody can do this unless you're involved. Your team can't do this by themselves without you. Your associate can't do this by themselves without you. Your office manager can't do this by themselves. Your coach can't do this by themselves. It's 100% on your shoulders, doctor. So do this today. Stop making excuses and turn your intermittent interest in your business into absolute dedication towards your goals. Absolute dedication. Remove the distractions, remove the disconnection, remove the disconnect, remove the laissez-faire attitude. Believe that you can be successful. And in the end, you'll appreciate the success you've attained. Even more importantly, the game is a whole lot more fun when you bring the whole team to the table being fully committed. That's the commitment factor. So go forward. And what are you going to be? You're going to be coachable, resourceful, committed, and engaged, you and your team, towards your success. So do me a favor, go to catsconsultants.com and check out all the great things that we're doing to help doctors be fully engaged in their success. We've got all the resources and all the tools. There's some free downloads on there. Go check them out. Be sure to like and subscribe. We're growing like crazy with our podcast. So we appreciate all of you tuning in every week. And from all of us here at Cats Consultants, we'll see you next time.